We have three main facets for our facility, and the first is biological supply, which is kind of where the research comes in. We send specimen out, everything from sea urchins, not too many fish, but pretty much lots and lots of invertebrates to universities across the country. We have a few international customers as well, and all of those animals are used in, let's say, biology labs or just research facilities to further our knowledge of different concepts. Our second aspect is our education portion. That's where our field trips come in, as well as our mobile aquarium, our Sea-Mobile. We have a 26-foot trailer, 26-foot trailer that is equipped with touch tanks. It travels around to different schools and different festivals to educate people on everything from the marine animals themselves to the watersheds that feed these areas. So our turtle rehab program, they stay here with us until they see the vet. They have been, okayed, whatever issue has been resolved. And then once the vet and FWC says that everything's okay, then they are typically released unless there's some sort of permanent issue where they can't be, which our resident turtle happens to be, that happens to be the case with her. She's blind, so she can't be released. But we do have one turtle here right now who had to have one flipper amputated, and it actually can be released. So it just depends on the circumstances as to whether or not it would. Most of our rehab is just turtles. Most other animals, if we have an animal that gets sick, we'll move it to quarantine. Like, for instance, our big stingray has actually got a bacterial infection, so she is in quarantine right now, being medicated and treated. So those are really the only circumstances where we take in injured animals other than the turtles. The octopus live here in this tank. Sometimes they're interactive, but octopus have short lifespans, and some of our other staff are suspecting that maybe these guys are getting towards the end of that and they're not quite as active as they were and aren't eating quite as much as they were. So we have two cuttlefish here. I don't know if you're familiar with cuttlefish and octopus, the cephalopods. They're highly intelligent. These are two males, so we have to separate them because otherwise they're aggressive towards each other, so you wouldn't want them together. We have our lionfish display in here, which are invasive species. So that's another aspect of our education, trying to educate on invasive species and why it's important. We don't want to introduce those species into the environments. This is our fiddler crab tank, the SS fiddler crab. And basically this is supposed to just simulate the natural environment that they live in. If you're not familiar with them, you can take a look. Some of them will have one really big claw, some of them will have two small claws. The males are going to be the ones with the one large claw. And these guys are okay to pick up. Now there's a possibility they could pinch you, but it doesn't hurt too bad. Jellies, and they don't sting. The horseshoe crabs, they don't have a stinger. They can't pinch you or bite you. And the girls are typically bigger than the boys. And the boys, or the males, also have this front claw that's shaped like a ball with a hook. Only the males have those, the females won't.